ドジャースの大谷翔平選手が日本時間10日、敵地で行われたダイヤモンドバックス戦に1番指名打者で先発出場し、9回に決勝となる第12号スリーラン本塁打を放ちました。この一打に現地の実況席から驚きの声が上がりました。ドジャースは8対11と3点を追う9回、4連打で同点に追いつき、なおも一死一二塁の場面を迎えました。ここで打席に立った大谷選手は、代わったばかりのトンプソン投手のスプリットを捉え、右中間スタンドへ勝ち越しのスリーラン本塁打。打った瞬間に手応えを確信し、バットを放り投げて両手を上げると、ゆっくりと一塁に向かって歩み出しました。ベンチは歓喜に包まれ、敵地のスタンドからもどよめきが広がりました。この試合は地元放送局、スポーツネット LA が中継を担当。実況はスティーブン・ネルソン氏。解説は1992年ナ・リーグ新人王で、通算284本塁打を記録したレジェンド OB、エリック・キャロス氏が務めました。豪快な打球音が響くと、ネルソン氏は、
大谷の豪快な一発、バットを放り投げ、打球の行方を見守ります。大谷の3ランホームランで逆転です。
と絶叫。キャロス氏も、
本当に何でもないような始まりでした。
と語り、劇的な展開に呆然とした様子でした。さらにネルソン氏は、
9回には様々なことがありましたが、最大のハイライトは大谷翔平の逆転スリーランホームランです。
と、興奮気味に締めくくりました。この模様は、日本語字幕付きでご紹介します。
Shohei Ohtani continues his ramp up. Bullpen sessions coming back from a Tommy John revision, and Emmett Sheehan is close to starting his rehab outings after facing some live hitters earlier this week. And at the start of spring training, there was some talk that, maybe we would see Shohei back on the mound sometime in May. I don't think that was ever really the Dodgers' plan, Oral. Certainly sounds like now it's going to be still a good amount of time before we see Shohei pitch in a game.
There is a number of innings that they are thinking about would be a healthy amount to give him this year, and I think they're timing it up with the end of October, even in November 1st or so. So when you think about that, if they're going once a week, so let's say he starts in August or even July, you're looking at 12, 14 starts. You're looking at maybe 5 to 6 innings. So I think the number they're looking for is somewhere around 75 innings total. But they want those last 25 innings to be playoff innings. And so the later you go into the season, the more he's still going to be pitching for you in October.
This is so uncharted territory because he's one of our aces. We want to make sure he's ready to go and really hitting on all cylinders come that postseason. We want him strong, but also he's our leadoff hitter. So, again, you have to make sure you be able to marry the two perfectly, and you're really firing on all cylinders from the offensive side with Shohei and from the pitching side heading into the postseason. So this is uncharted territory. So I like the way they're slow playing. Even though we've had some injuries to our starting staff, we still have enough, especially with the reinforcements coming very soon. We just highlighted Clayton Kershaw. Hopefully Blake Snell is back, as well as Tyler Glasnow, to have enough guys to make sure when he comes back, he's as good as it gets.
Casey turned off the game with the Dodgers offense dormant for most of it. This happened late in the ninth inning, a 2-out solo home run to bring the Dodgers within 2. Ohtani's 11th home run of the year. 13 of his last 17 hits have gone for extra bases. Eduardo Rodriguez and the Diamondbacks content to start this game behind schedule. The lefty taking his place on the third base side of the rubber.
That should be a pitch clock violation, shouldn't it?
Instead, he hits the outside corner for strike one. Last start in Philadelphia for Rodriguez. Ohtani against him, 3 for 13 lifetime. Home run, 5 Ks. He's also taken 4 walks. This ball is laced straight away center field. Thomas turns and looks up. It bangs off the wall. Well below that yellow line. But a leadoff double standing up for Ohtani and another extra base hit.
Last 2 at-bats, home run and a ball off the wall here for a double. Shohei setting the tone right now.
Look at how he stayed through that, EK. Didn't spin off the baseball, and he absolutely blitzed it.
Yeah, crushes that thing and didn't do the wave and the wiggle real early.
7-game hit streak for Ohtani, already in scoring position for Mookie Betts. Ground ball, base hit to left. Ohtani didn't read it well, so he's going to hold up at third. And even if he had a good jump, not sure that he would have been sent by Dino in this situation. First and third, nobody out.
It's the right thing that Shohei did. He went back, took a step back towards second. You can't tell where this ball is. And again, it's in the hole. Tough to read from a depth perception, and you do not want to make a first out going to third.
Now Freddie Freeman, who owns a 13-game hitting streak, one of the longest going right now in Major League Baseball. He'll take his turn, still first and third, but now one away. First pitch swung on and lifted high in the air to right center field. Thomas on the warning track, and he makes the catch, but plenty deep enough to get Ohtani home, and Mookie will advance from first to second. 1-0 Dodgers on the sacrifice fly from Freddie.
Good job by Freddie driving in that run. He ought to go talk to James Outman. They got to go over some numbers and some math right now, because both of them hit it to the deepest part of the park. James did it last night, about 410 feet. Freddie does the same. Anywhere else, that ball is going out.
Big swing and a miss, strike one for Ohtani. 7-game hitting streak, 7-game extra base hit streak. A slice toward the left center field gap. This one back toward the wall. One hops off of it. Rojas being waved around by Dino Ebel. Here's the relay home. No play, and we're tied.
This pitch way up. It's almost like Shohei blocked that ball and just served it out to left center. But for a guy like him, serving it out to left center is a one-hopper off the wall. See, Miggy is chugging. He's going as fast as he can.
Already getting loud in here.
It's probably a good thing the roof and panels are open tonight. It'd get real loud in here.
So the numbers on Ohtani. He hit his 11th home run of the year last night.
Erod looking for his first win here at home as a Diamondback.
1-3-7 starts this year. And Ohtani blasts it deep to center. Alec Thomas backing up to the wall. He'll have to play it off the wall. Ohtani in standing with a leadoff double. It's 108 miles an hour off the bat.
Straightaway center field once again. Looked like a slider that just stayed up and out over the plate for Ohtani. Probably fortunate that stayed in the ballpark right there. He clubbed it to center field. Alec plays it off the wall nicely, but Ohtani in with a leadoff double.
A home run in his final at bat last night. A line drive rocket double in his first at bat tonight ahead of Mookie Betts. 423 feet, by the way.
Oh, by the way, that Ohtani double is a home run in 28 of the 30 major league ballparks.
We're playing in the right park.
Yeah.
He is difficult to contain, as we found out last night. He was 0 for 4 before that 9th inning home run. Here is Ohtani, who homered in his last at bat last night. He doubled and scored in his first at bat tonight. And he got a fastball right by him in 93. Now that's a dangerous territory for Erod to live in, especially against this guy. But he threw it by him for strike one. Rojas still at first with 2 outs. This is slicing to deep left center. That's going to be trouble, and it bounces off the wall. Rojas being waved home. Relay from Perdomo, a little bit offline, and we're tied at 3. Ohtani doing Ohtani things. That's base hits in 3 consecutive at bats in the series.
You may remember one of the keys to the game was to control the bottom of the order, but the base hit by Miguel Rojas gives Ohtani an opportunity to drive home a run from first base, which he does with that shot to the gap.
108 miles an hour off the bat. In his last 3 at bats, he has homered and doubled twice.
After the pitching change for Arizona, we're back at Chase Field, where things have been wild all Friday night.
And now it's come down to this man having to face Ohtani. Ryan Thompson, he last threw Monday against the Mets, and it certainly wasn't pretty. A third of an inning pitched, 4 hits, 3 earnings, and 1 home run.
Go ahead run in scoring position. Haesung Kim with speed to burn. Conforto on first. The pitch from Thompson. It's Ohtani to swing through a strike. Career against Thompson. Ohtani 1 for 3 with a double and a strikeout. It's 2 for 5 in the game. Kim and Conforto ready to run. First and second, 1 gone in a tie game in the 9th. The 1-2 coming from Thompson. And Ohtani torches one, tosses the bat, and watches it fly. Shohei Ohtani breaks the tie with a 3-run bomb because, of course,
I mean, I'm not even sure why we're back at the game. Let's just keep running highlights of this.
A 6-run top of the 9th for the Dodgers.
Crazy game. The first 3 innings, 8 runs, and they decided to take off a few 5 innings, and then offense resurfaced in the 9th.
But the damage was done. There was a lot of it in the 9th inning, but the biggest swing, Shohei Ohtani breaks the tie.
Easily the most exciting game of the season. A lot of back and forth. The Dodgers putting an exclamation point on it with Shohei Ohtani going deep. Great offensive performance. Dodgers persevered, even the series at 1.
EK, we were together last summer in a game against Colorado. Ohtani tied the game with a home run. We said Ohtani is inevitable. Comes up again in the 9th inning. And, of course, breaks the 11-11 tie to help the Dodgers win Game 2 and even this series.
Shohei Ohtani with the go-ahead runs on base for the Dodgers. Kim is at second, and Conforto's at first. Ohtani doubled in his first 2 at-bats tonight. He is 2 for 5.
Now, Ryan Thompson more likely to get a ground ball off the bat of Shohei Ohtani than Kevin Ginkel. I think that, well, obviously that and Kevin Ginkel wasn't very effective tonight, but looking for that ground ball right here.
We got Betts on deck behind him. Each team tonight has left 7 runners on base. Dodgers have out-hit the Diamondbacks 14-10. Ohtani blasts one goodbye. And this 9th inning nightmare continues. 426 feet. Well, Ohtani homered in the 9th last night. He homered in the 9th again tonight. And it's a 6-run Los Angeles 9th.
Yes. Too much strike zone that time. Little change up on the inside part of the plate. Ohtani knew it right away.
Yeah, you think?
You think?
Wow.
Well, he should know. He hits enough of them.
True. They began this inning leading by 3. They're now down 3 as Mookie Betts fouls off a sinker. A 6-run Los Angeles 9th. Against a bullpen missing its 2 big pieces back there, and the injuries to A.J. Puck and Justin Martinez.
Shohei, this series has been insane. This game was insane. Is this what you come to expect with this divisional matchup?
なかなかあるような展開ではなかったですけど、本当に最後まで粘り強くみんな諦めずに本当に後ろにつないで、最後ああいう形で自分は決まりましたけど、それまでの追いつく過程がやっぱり素晴らしかったなと思います。
Clear, you guys refused to lose this one. When you look at that 9th inning, how much fight did it show that this team has?
やっぱりこういう攻撃ができると、本当に最後まで諦めない気持ちも出てきますし、相手にとっても驚異的なのではないかなと思うので、本当に素晴らしい最終回だったなと思います。
Last night you took Kevin Ginkel deep. What were you looking for from Thompson to be able to get that same result? And you could see the emotions. Just how good did it feel to come through for your team?
動き的にも珍しいというか、ボールの動きもやっぱり独特で素晴らしい投手なので、なんとか なんですね、コンタクトすることをまず心がけて、最後の打席は、最終的にはああいう形になりましたけど、本当にコンタクトすることで考えていきました。
We saw the emotions after you did just that. Congratulations on this win, Shohei.
ありがとうございます。
In the ninth inning, Shohei Ohtani breaks an 11-11 tie, Jerry, with a 3-run bomb, and even signaled touchdown for those 6 runs they put up.
Well, obviously, he's aware of all great sports here in this great country of ours. Shohei Ohtani, a 1-2 pitch, a breaking ball right in his wheelhouse. He knew right away. 3-run bomb. I love the swing, I love the power, and I love the celebration because he put us up 3 runs ahead. In the ninth inning, one more look at it. There's the bat flip. He stays square, head down on contact, barrel release. Love to see it, but what a night for this offense. We talk about Arizona being a great place to hit. A lot of boys got healthy tonight with their averages.
The mood swings are unbelievable. I was thinking I was going to need a cup of coffee to get through the postgame, and all of a sudden the adrenaline rush of everything that happened in the top of that ninth. It was amazing. A lot of crooked numbers. They had crooked numbers, a 3 and a 4. The Dodgers had a crooked number in the end, a 6. That works when you're going to have that.
Shohei Ohtani trying to put the ball in play, and then technically he didn't put it in play, Oral, because he hit it to the people for a 3-run shot. What an incredible night for the Dodgers, and Shohei coming through again.
He hit it to the spring training site. So don't swing too hard. Just make contact. You can get it done. Just a base hit right here. No, he doesn't know how to hit it short of the fence.
At least move Kike over to third base. Max Muncy gets rewarded. Conforto, sometimes you got to take one for the team. And then the big show, Oral, gets something, a cookie. 1-2 pitch, and yes, he hit it to Glendale.
They were trying to throw that breaking ball down and in. That's where they've attacked him all year. When the swing and missed, he didn't get it to the right place, and Shohei met it perfectly.
There was a lot of passion, a lot of mood swings, a lot of emotion, a lot of back and forth, a lot to unpack. So let's get right to the highlights. Friday night baseball in the desert. Little did we know when Shohei was leading off the game that we would be in for this kind of night. Top of the first, Oral, he goes deep to center field and off the wall.
They started off hot. They broke on top, and it was him that led the way. But this looked like it was going to be a lot of runs early in this game. The ball was really traveling, and it travels when it leaves Shohei's bat, but it was traveling in the desert tonight.
Oral's called shot, making him look awfully good early in this one. Shohei coming through with an RBI double to tie the game.
Just so strong. That ball jammed him a little bit, but even when it's in on the label, he is so strong. He just forces it into that hole. Not the hole in the infield, the hole in the outfield.
Yeah, he kind of inside-outs that.
Yeah.
But barrels it, going the other way. Here comes Miggy Rowe.
So now 2-1 Jay Hare for the big show with an absolute no-doubter.
You saw the hands raised by Gurriel earlier. Well, guess what? Shohei, I'll raise you. A 3-run bomb right there in the ninth inning. The big show doing big things in the desert. Just love the swing, the bat toss, the celebration. Dodgers up 3.
It's a 6-run ninth inning for the Dodgers. 14-11.
The Rams putting it on the Cardinals.
Jerry, we've seen that Shohei home run a few times. We've heard from Shohei twice. It sounds like we need to break down the game-winning blast.
I have a feeling we're going to be seeing that home run for quite some time. The kids are going to get on that TikTok. That's something you put on your phone. Or I don't know if you know
It's
the
an app,
top.
isn't it?
It's an app.
Oh, okay.
Let's go to the K-Zone and break down this epic home run, whether it's the talk, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, or X.
Wow.
This is all over social media. Great job of the show. Listen, he's aggressive on that slider. Okay, and then there's a picture there. Now back in the count 1-1, looking for something he could drive. He gets a pitch he could, but he was just a hair quick. Remember that note? He slows it down just a tad. He gets the exact same pitch and does not miss it. Love the swing, love the bat toss. Outstanding job of the big show. Concentrating with 2 strikes, the exit velo 113 miles an hour off the bat, and he knew right away. Not did he know right away, so did the pitcher. The launch angle, the ideal conditions, 113 miles an hour, 26 degrees in the desert, especially when the roof is open. Now, with the roof is closed, you want a 27-degree launch angle, but since it's open, keep it around 25, 26. The big show understood that, understood the assignment, and also understanding him being a pitcher, he knew that he looked bad on that first pitch slider, so probably he might get a similar pitch with 2 strikes. We got that same pitch with 2 strikes. Home run, Dodgers win.
I got none to say.
Everybody knows.
It's all about angles.
It's all about launch angle. 26 degrees when the roof is open. Everybody knows that.
Yes.
When Shohei steps in the ninth, are you already planning the party?
Yeah. No. I mean, you know, you guys have heard me say it how many times. Show keeps getting put in these spots that you expect the incredible, and he rarely disappoints, and that was no different there.
They're starting to come from. The guys are getting on in front of them. Dodgers trying to avoid a losing streak. That swing right there made sure there's no losing streak. Amazing swing, amazing clutch player.
What an incredible win for the Dodgers, 14-11 over Arizona. Let's go back to Chase Field. Dave Roberts is talking with Kirsten and the media.
Is that just motion from coming through? Is that motion from the type of game, the atmosphere? Like what sort of is behind that?
I think all of the above. You know, it's you know, you have a game and you feel good about it. You're playing a division rival. They're starting to gain momentum in the series, and we fight our way back, and we take the lead with a big homer, and he sees his teammates fighting and, you know, guys trying to, you know, keep us in the ball game. So that was kind of the climax of that moment, and it's good to see him show emotion like that. It was great.
With everything that you've seen Shohei do in the 2 years you've had him, does anything cease to amaze you anymore?
No. He's you know, between him and Barry Bonds, that's the 2 best players I've ever seen. I play with Barry, but what Shohei does in the clutch, I've never seen anything like what he does in the clutch.
It is not the first time that Dave Roberts has mentioned the names Shohei Ohtani and Barry Bonds in the same sentence. He did so last year as well. Oral, I know you were teammates with Barry Bonds. You also faced him a lot of times. They're different players, but the level of greatness that both of these guys have, pretty similar.
Yeah, the talent is similar. There's definitely contrasting styles, and you think about Barry Bonds. Usually he maybe got 1 pitch to hit in an at-bat. A lot of times in a situation like Shohei was in there, he's going to get walked. But Shohei has a lot more swing and miss, but when you make a mistake to either one of them, and especially this guy, it goes an awfully long way. I think Barry had to be a little bit more disciplined because he knew they were pitching around him, where Shohei gets pitched to because he's got superstars all around him, where Barry maybe have a Jeff Kent behind him or a JT Snow or somebody like that. He didn't have a lot of protection. So Shohei getting a few more pitches to hit, getting pitched to a little bit more often, but you're talking about unearthly talent in both of their bodies.
I played against Barry. I know Barry a little bit. And I think Shohei is more Ken Griffey Jr. That's what Shohei is to me, because Jr. was an incredible athlete, center fielder, the flair for the dramatic, hit those big home runs. Barry, he didn't get pitches to hit. And when he did get a pitch, it was usually a home run. That was the second half of his career. So, listen, they're all great players. I think when it's all said and done, especially when Shohei gets back to pitching and he goes on a run the next 5 or 6 years as a pitcher, I think he's going to have a strong case as the greatest player ever. I think he's have a strong case. But listen, they're all great players. Barry was incredible, but Barry was like the high school kid facing 12-year-olds. That's how he was at the plate, because he only got 1 pitch to hit, sometimes a series, and it was to the people. But again, Shohei is one of the best players. And that kid in New York, Yankees, he's pretty good too. He's in the conversation as well.
現在、圧巻の活躍を見せているロサンゼルス・ドジャースの大谷翔平選手について、その代理人を務めるネズバレロ氏が AP 通信の取材に応じ、スポンサー契約に関する収入を明かしたことが話題となっています。AP 通信によりますと、大谷選手はメジャーリーグでトップとなるスポンサー契約収入を得ており、2025年にはその額が前年の6500万ドル、約94億2500万円から1億ドル、約145億円に増加したと報じられています。バレロ氏は、
はい、確かに、実際の額です。その額は勢いを増し続けています。
と語り、契約額の伸びが続いていることを明かしました。さらに、
彼にとって最も重要なのはフィールドでのパフォーマンスとそれに向けたトレーニングです。それらを非常に真剣に取り組んでおり、家族を除けば他のことは全て二の次です。
と述べ、大谷選手のプロ意識の高さを強調しました。また、
私たちは彼を過度に露出させたり、過剰な負担をかけたりしないよう細心の注意を払っています。
と配慮の姿勢も示しています。AP 通信は、
バレロ氏によると、大谷は製品の使用感や信頼性、企業の姿勢をもとに慎重に選定し、現在20を超えるブランドとスポンサー契約を結んでいる。
と伝えています。ご視聴ありがとうございました。これからも大谷選手のさらなる活躍から目が離せません。チャンネル登録と高評価をよろしくお願いします。皆様からのコメントもお待ちしております。